guys, what is up? It's me, Antri. Today's video is gonna be a tag, and I did put like a poll thingy on Instagram, on my Instagram stories. If you don't follow me on Instagram, it's just Antri Contantinou, my name, my channel name, my full name. So today I'm doing the 50 deep questions nobody asks tag. I know this is a makeup channel, obviously, but I was like, let's mix it up. Let's mix it up a little bit. Get to know me a little bit better. You know, answer questions that you didn't ask, but I'm still... Okay, number one, where did you grow up? I grew up in Cyprus, Larnaca specifically, which is where I still live in. Boring. Okay. What is the earliest memory you have? Playing with dolls, I guess. I played with my dolls a lot. Like my mom says, I would be so freaking quiet just in a corner playing with my dolls that sometimes she thought she wouldn't hear me. And she thought I was dead, and she would just freak out and look all over the house. She would find me playing with dolls. 3. What would you do with the money if you won the lottery? I mean, it depends on how much the money is. First of all, I would help my parents and my friends when it comes to like loans and things, you know, that is hard to like, what? You get the point. I'd buy a car because, yeah. Okay, Andri, first get the license and then you'll get the car too. Then, if I still had money left, I would for sure buy new camera equipment, better lighting, better camera, shit ton of makeup. Don't tell anyone. If something's left, I would donate it. I don't know where, but I would donate something. I know that's pretty selfish, you know, buying shit for myself first and then donating, but I'm keeping it real, okay? That's what I would do. 4. What could you have done to make today more productive? Oh, I could study for my exams in September because I didn't pass one. Not all the subjects, okay? Hey, listen, it had chemistry on it. It's cosmetology, okay? It's freaking hard, okay? Google it. Okay, and it's a lot of theory. Studying to be a makeup artist, not a fucking esthetician, okay? Would you rather have flying reindeer? Have a flying reindeer, maybe you mean, tag? Okay. Well, would you rather have a flying reindeer or a unicorn? Are you kidding? Unicorn for sure. And, you know, I'd get the unicorn and ride it a little bit and then gift it to my best friend because she's obsessed with unicorns. She has unicorn bags, phone cases, fucking everything. Okay. Do you need to be tacked into sleep, or can you fall asleep anyhow? I'm 18 years old. My mom doesn't tuck me in anymore. Clearly. Who gets tucked in? What? Okay. If you had to wear one item forever, what would it be? One item forever? Jeans, are you kidding me? Jeans and a black top, for sure. If you had to kiss, marry, and kill YouTubers, who would you choose and what would you do with them? Kiss, marry, kill. So I have to choose 3 YouTubers. Swoozy, I really like his videos and I find him very attractive actually. He's been my YouTube crush for years. So yeah, Swoozy. Oh, Leon Lush. I love him. And PewDiePie. I love him too. I would kiss PewDiePie because, I mean, let's face it, he's really... Marry Swoozy and kill Leon Lush. I'm sorry, Leon. I fucking love you, man. I love you. He's so sarcastic and so funny. What is a question you want to answer but nobody asks? Ooh, that's a good question. I can't think of a specific question that I want to answer but nobody asks. But I would definitely want it to be a deep question because I love having deep conversations. That's why I chose 50 questions, deep questions that nobody asks. And every time I'm in a group of people, I always manage to just open up deep conversations somehow. Like ask all my friends and all the people who know me. Somehow I always open up deep conversations. And it's a thing actually that like a trick that I do with guys that I might be interested in. I always do this test. You know, when you're talking to them and you're getting to know them, I always try to like sneak in a deep question to see what their response is gonna be. And if their response is good and like they respond maturely and not just like, eh, whatever, what can you do? I'm like, okay, if you answer like that, bye. Okay, which cartoons do you still watch? Mr. Bean? I always turn on Boomerang to watch him. I watch Tom and Jerry on Boomerang again. But the old Tom and Jerry, bitch, don't even talk to me about the new cartoons. Don't get me started. I was talking about this yesterday, okay? All the new cartoons are so dumb. Like, what are kids watching nowadays? 90s cartoons were the best, let's face it. So yeah, I watched the old episodes of Tom and Jerry. The new ones are like so, like the graphics are so clear. I'm like, what am I watching? Like a Hollywood movie or a cartoon? If it's not a little bit blurry, it's not good. What do you watch that isn't targeted for your age group? I'm 18, so pretty much everything's 18 plus. American Horror Story, I guess, but that's for 18 plus, so it's still targeted to my age. What show do you wish could come back from your childhood? I don't know, probably like a good cartoon because they were the best. Oh, Sailor Moon! Oh my god, I used to love Sailor Moon, are you kidding? And they never show it anymore, at least on our TVs in Cyprus. So probably Sailor Moon. I used to be obsessed. I have a mug with Sailor Moon, okay? So if I have a mug of it, you know it's deep. What song do you not know the lyrics of but you like to sing anyways? Oh, this new, like, I'm so obsessed. My voice cracks way too much. Is that a problem? This song that I just discovered by Ina, it's called Ruleta and it's in Spanish. She throws a little bit of English in there too, but it's in Spanish, so I don't speak Spanish. It's so good. I'm obsessed. I listen to it 10 times a day. Check it out. If you could have one talent, what would it be? I don't know. I mean, I'm glad for having the talents that I have. Thank you, Jesus, for that. But I can't think of anything, so I'll just jump on to the next question. Would you rather the world remain peaceful forever or no one on earth ever goes hungry? I think I would choose the world remain peaceful forever because, you know, you hear all those like mass shootings and wars that are still happening in the 21st century, and it's just so heartbreaking, you know, hearing that so many people die all at once, and it's just so heartbreaking. People going hungry, yeah, still like a huge problem, still heartbreaking, but I feel like for me, I would prefer the earth staying peaceful forever. What is a weird food combination that you do? Oh my god. I say this to people and they always are like, are you dumb? Like, are you weird? Like, how, what? Listen, I used to be obsessed with ketchup, okay? I'm not anymore, okay? But I used to be, sorry, my food's going numb. I used to be obsessed with ketchup and I would put ketchup literally on almost everything. And I tried chocolate chip cookies with ketchup. It was fucking delicious, at least in my opinion. I tried bananas with ketchup. Wasn't the best combination. And I also tried bread with ketchup, but I'm pretty sure everyone tried that. I don't do that anymore because I'm not obsessed with ketchup anymore, but I tried that. So, would you rather eat or drink your calories? Eat or drink calories? What? Of course I would rather eat my calories. Are you kidding? I don't understand people who do diets with like, they don't eat food and they just drink a bunch of shit. And no, I love the process of fixing up my food and just having a plate in front of me and sitting down and eating it. It's so relaxing. 5 things that make your average day better. YouTube, for sure. Maybe Friends, but I don't watch Friends every single day, so like, let's say that. Makeup, playing with it, not doing my makeup every day, but just playing with it. My phone, I guess, because I go on Instagram. Oh, 5th, food, I guess, because I don't know, because food. Would you rather someone go through your phone, text messages and all, or go through your internet history? I actually don't mind either. Well, maybe going through my internet history I would mind. So yeah, go through my texts and messages. I don't care. Texts and messages. That's literally the same thing. Text and messages. Go through my phone. I don't care, but my internet history, maybe I care. Not because I am hiding something, but because I Google shit, weird shit sometimes. You know, when it's like 3 a.m. and I can't sleep. You know, you Google all those weird things and you're just like, what am I doing with my life? You know? Also, it's like 3 a.m. sometimes and I'm in the deep, not deep web, like deep into YouTube, you know, where you find those weird ass videos and you're like, how did I get here? But at the same time, I kind of like it because I'm bored. So, yeah. What are 3 things you would do if you were stranded in a rainforest to ensure your survival? Light a fire. I don't know why, but you know, it's always good to do that. They always do it in movies, so it makes sense. Find food and water. So, 3 things. If only you and one other person were the last human beings alive, who would you want the other person to be? That's really hard. So you're basically telling me to choose one person between my 2 best friends and my parents? Okay, I'm gonna choose my brother because, yeah, we fight and everything, but me and him, sometimes we just bond and we have great ideas, so I think we would survive. Also, we both watched Bear Grylls Ultimate Survivor, so survival. Yeah. So we would survive. If you had to choose never to use Twitter, I don't have it. Twitter, so I don't care. Instagram or YouTube again. YouTube, which one would you let go? Bitch, F Twitter and Instagram. YouTube forever. If you had to choose, how would you want to get famous? By being a great makeup artist, I guess. Like my dream is to become a special effects makeup artist, like Rick Baker or V Neil, no. Anyway, like V Neil, like all those amazing SFX makeup artists that are famous and are freaking awesome, especially Rick Baker, I love him. Which languages do you speak? As I said, Greek and English. Which languages do you wish you could speak? Oh my god, Korean, for sure. I love Korean. Listening to Koreans speak, it's like so, I just love that language. I love their culture and I love their makeup. So yeah, I really want to go to Korea though. So much. Yeah, I'm just intrigued by other languages and other cultures in general too. What country do you wish you were from? I don't wish any country to be from. I'm very happy and very proud to be Cypriot. So, what is your favorite moment in history? Are you kidding? 1994 when Friends started? That was the best. I wasn't even born. That was a great time. If you could choose, which time would you go back to? I'd go back to the 70s or 80s. let's be real, probably 80s, because their makeup was insane and their clothing was so colorful. I mean, I'm not a colorful person, clearly. But I just love it. Like, it would be a completely different Antri. Look at that jiggle. That would be so cool, I think. If you had a time machine, would you rather go back in time or into the future? I would rather go back in time for sure, because yeah, I think we are, like, our society nowadays, I think we are developing in some aspects very well, but in other aspects it's just really fucked up. So yeah, I would rather go back, but not too back, not very back. Anyway. Pet koala or pet panda? What kind of question is this? None? I'm not the biggest fan of pets. I would for sure want a dog, but a koala or a panda? Are you kidding me? That's freaking jungle animal. Oh, actually koalas are like very slow, right? It wouldn't run around and just annoy me, so not a koala. The power to communicate with animals or the power to communicate with plants? Animals, for sure. I would tell them, hey, don't eat me, please. What is your usual bedtime? Depends. It changes. Like now that it's summer, I sleep around 2 or 3 a.m. But when it's like I have college in October and stuff, I get sleepy at around 8:30 because I sleep pretty early, like 10, because I have to wake up at like 6. So, what do you remember to be the worst day you've ever had? Oh, I remember that day. Kind of don't want to talk about it. What is an irrational fear you had as a child? Being afraid of the dark, a demon chasing me up the stairs or something, which I sometimes still have that fear. Sometimes. Listen, I watch a lot of horror movies, and I have a huge imagination, so sometimes it just runs wild when it's dark. Have you ever conquered a fear of yours? Yeah. I was terrified of buses and just taking the bus, going to the bus station with a shit ton of people that I don't know, by myself, and going to a completely different city that's away from my city without my parents or anyone, and then walking to college to a completely different town that I don't know, again by myself. Yeah, that was kind of scary. Also, I freaking hated buses. I still do. But what can you do? What is something silly you believed as a child? I didn't really believe in like a lot of silly things, but something silly that I did believe when I was a child, it was there was this advertisement on TV. They still play it in Cyprus. It's this cereal, like, and there was this rabbit and saying, for happy kids, this cereal is for happy kids, and just something like that. And I remember every morning that I would wake up and hear the ad, I would smile and just try to be happy, and I thought that that cereal would just appear in my cupboard. I know, kids are dumb. What did you want to be when you were a child? I wanted to be a singer. I wanted to be a lot of things, but the main thing was a singer, a performer. Yeah. If the kid version of you were to meet you now, how would they react? Oh, that bitch would freak out, because she was very shy, just a huge introvert, and would not speak, would get freaking red and scared of everything, no confidence. What is your favorite fictional world? I never really played games that were like The Sims, or like very imaginative, or like watch movies that are very fictional, because I don't like fictional movies. I don't like, you know, a lot of imagination in a movie. I'm just like, girl. Actually, maybe Once Upon a Time, the show, if you've ever watched it, so good. Probably the only thing I've ever watched that was like very imaginative, but it was so good. It had plot twists everywhere. Which teacher left the most impact on your life? No one. I hated them all. No, I'm kidding. I had this one teacher, I think in 2nd grade. She was so awesome. I loved her. She didn't do anything specific. She was just awesome in general. Would you say you have more of an English brain than a math brain? Of course, are you kidding me? I'm very happy with my English knowledge and I barely know what 2 plus 2 equals, so. Will you want to be remembered after you die? Well, I would want to be remembered mostly by my family and friends. What was the last movie you watched? The last movie I watched was The Godfather. What was the last movie that made you cry? I'm not a crier in general. I don't really cry in movies, and I'm laughing because I've watched movies with a lot of people, and they always cry and I'm just like laughing in a corner. The last movie that made me cry was The Life of Jesus Christ, and it was the only movie that made me cry, and the first and the last. Have you ever been so happy that you cried? Yeah, probably, but I don't remember which time. But I'm human, I have feelings, right? So I must have been happy and cried. I didn't really cry though. Like, I don't really cry, my eyes just water. So when I say I was happy and I cried, I mean I was happy and I got watery-eyed. So have you ever won anything of so what? Not really. I don't win anything. If you had to get married to the last friend you texted, how would it go? Okay, who was the last friend I texted? The last friend I texted was my friend Thekla. I know she's watching my videos. She's probably watching this. Hi! Well, she's 14 and I'm 18, so... And I'm straight. And we're both straight and we're both women, so it wouldn't go very well. I'm guessing. Would you ever go on a blind date? I would, just for the fun of it, but I don't know. Like, when we're saying blind date, do we mean like completely blind? Meaning that I have no idea who the guy is? I don't even know a little bit of him? Because how do I know he's not a serial killer? You know what I mean? Not even a little. Okay, if it was a completely blind date, I would probably have my best friends sitting, you know, in a table, just watching me with goggles and a gun, ready to shoot him if he hurts me. So, they'd be ready. I know them. They would. Bitch. Do you mind getting famous even if it's from bad publicity? Of course I do. Bitch. Of course I do. I feel like people who get famous from something bad, like Kim Kardashian or something, or Paris Hilton or whatever, they're always remembered for that thing that they did. They're never... And people always bring up their past. They never look at their future. And it's just like, no matter what you do, you're always the girl who made the porno with her friend, you know? I'm good. I hope you had fun watching this. And if you did, click the red button down below. Give this video a like. Follow me on my social media. Again, it's all linked down below in that description box. I will see you in my next video. Peace.